Welcome, live from the gym. Actually not live because this is taped, but I'm in the gym making a video. In this video, we're going to talk about chromosome number, and then we're going to talk about something called homologous chromosomes. So let's start with 323. So 323 says that chromosomes state that eukaryotic species have different chromosomes that carry different genes. So what that means is that chromosome number 3, and we number our chromosomes in humans 1 through 22, and then pair 23 is the pair of chromosomes that determine gender, that determine sex. But we number them, and we number them based on size. So chromosome number 1 will be this big, chromosome number 2 will be this big, chromosome number 3, 4, and they get smaller and smaller. So that's how they organized them when they tried to identify them by length. So chromosome number 3 is going to have a different set of genes than if we looked at chromosome number 22. So that's what that's saying. You have chromosomes, and they carry different genes. However, sometimes IB will carry this a step further. The whole species thing, that chromosome number is specific for each species. So in humans, we have 46 total chromosomes, or 23 pairs. In chimpanzees, we have 48, or 24 pairs. And then in dogs, 78, I think, for 39 pairs. So remember that your chromosomes, you get one from your dad and you get one from your mom. So that makes your pair. So your mom gave you a chromosome number 3 and your dad gave you a chromosome number 3, which leads perfectly to the next slide. So on slide 324, it wants you to define homologous chromosome, and we're going to be actually using this concept in an activity later on. And also we're going to come up with a definition for allele. So homologous chromosome have very specific things, so characteristics that you need to know. So again, right, so here's our chromosomes, 1 through 23, and then down here we have the sex chromosomes, or 1 through 22, and then the sex chromosomes. And if you notice, they are, right, they're the same length. They get smaller as we go, but there's also very specific things that we need to know. So I'm going to jump ahead to the next slide. This is actually your whole genome, right, of all 23 pairs of your chromosomes in humans. So let's go ahead and look at homologous chromosomes in more detail. So in these drawings, there's some things that chromosomes have to help identify these pairs. So as we said before, right, they're the same length, right? So size is going to be the same. Second, there's these dark banding patterns. I don't remember if you noticed, but in the, oh, actually you can see it down here. You can see like there's areas where there's these darker lines. Those are high concentrations of adenine and thymine. So when they do the staining process, they show up a lot easier. So the banding pattern helps you identify them. Third, the position of the centromere. So the centromere is like works during cell division. That's where these spindle fibers attach and then pull the chromosomes to different sides of the cell. So those are going to be in the same position for homologous chromosomes. Number 4 is that they have similar shapes, right? If you look at this homologous pair, that maybe this is the one from your mom, this is the one from your dad, they have a little kind of bend in the middle. This one, not a great example, but more or less, they have these similar kind of shapes and structures. They have the same genes. So maybe up here is the gene for eye color, and on this other homologous pair is the gene for eye color. However, eye colors can be different, right? So if your mom gave you this chromosome and your dad gave you this chromosome, the form of that gene, eye color, can be different, right? It could be blue or it could be green. That is called an allele. An allele is the form of the gene, and those can be different. All right, homologous chromosomes and species chromosome numbers.